Hello, thank you so much for clicking. And today I'm gonna do half braiding and half cornrow to the front with design. So I'll be using 24-inch long braid. It's color 1B, the way you're seeing, and 4 bundles is gonna be enough. So I do have this braiding gel, and also I have this hair food to relax her scalp after braiding. I have the sheen spray to add shine on the braids after braiding. This hair food to moisturize the braids for easy sectioning and prevent tangle. Okay, so I do have the clips also to control. I have the clips for control on hair that I'm not working on. I do have a wide tooth comb to detangle the natural hair, and finally I do have the parting comb. Okay, so let's begin, and I'll see you when I begin to braid. Okay. I am still here with you. Thank you so much for watching up to this point so that you can understand and learn what I'm trying to share with you today. So I'm gonna do the knotless braids, and there are two ways that you can use to do knotless braids, and I'm gonna just feed in the same amount of braid. Okay, so I'm gonna divide her hair into 3 equal parts, and then I do braid once before feeding in the first braid. Okay, so on each strand I'll be feeding in 3 pieces of braids, and the first one is small in size, and the remaining 2 is the double size of the first braid. Okay, I do hope you understand. And if you do that, you're gonna get a neat, uniform, symmetrical braid. So we're gonna see that. Stick around, and I will let you know how many braids I will get on each line. Okay, so this is the first method that you can use to do the knotless braid. So I do braid once, and then I start to feed in the braids. Okay, so I'm gonna see you when I begin to do the second method. So I do hope you're gonna catch up with me again. Okay. So up to this point, I'm done braiding the first and the second line. So on the first line, I do have 4 strands of braid, and on the second line, I do have 5 strands of braids, and here on the third line, you can guess how many I'm gonna get. Remember, I am using the block method, and I do love it because it blocks the line in between the previous line. And here again, remember to use remember to use a little bit of gel. So a little is more, and I'm just using it to make my parting more visible the way you are seeing. And as I promised, I'm gonna let you know the second method that you can use to do the knotless braid, and I feel this is the easiest, so you're gonna see the difference. Okay, so I'm gonna divide her hair into 3 equal parts the way you're seeing. So here we go. But now here I do have to braid several times. So here we go. 1 and 2 and 3. Okay, make sure it's tight. And then now you feed it the first, second, and the third. So you can see I'm feeding in the braids from the top. Unlike the first one, I was feeding in braids from the bottom. Okay, so I do hope you can see that, and I don't know which one you prefer. And yeah, so the results is not the same. They have a different. So the second method makes the braid to have thinner roots than the first one is just uniform. Okay, so you can see the difference, and I don't know which one you prefer. So here on the third line, I do have 6 strands of braids. I do hope if you guess, I do hope you've got it right. And yeah, thumbs up. am done with braiding on our first section. Now here to the front, I'm gonna do the cornrow with design, and on each line I will be feeding in 7 strands of braid despite any long line, especially to the crown part. I will add 2 more braids, okay? And to the shortest line, I will feed in 5 strands of braids, and that is how you can achieve even balanced hairstyle. So comment below this video, let me know what you think about this technique. You can share it with a friend who love a beginner guide tutorial, and subscribe for more content like this. And if you have any question, drop them in the comment section. I promise I will answer everything. And it took me 6 hours only to achieve this, if you may ask. So thank you so much for watching, and I do hope this adds value to you. Okay,